Good morning, student. I'm Shilpa Das, and today I'll be taking your geography class 9th lesson number 4, exogenetic process part 2. In the previous lesson, we had learned about what is biological weathering, chemical weathering, mechanical weathering, and mass movement. And in this chapter, we will be going to learn the agents of river, sea waves, glacier, and groundwater. Do the erosion, deposition, and transportation. So let's begin our class. So now we will going to see what is exogenetic process, a blanket term for those processes which operate on or close to the surface of the earth and which involve weathering, fluvial, glacial, mass movement and coastal process. Now we will be seeing work of rivers and landforms. When many flows of water come together, a river is formed. The slope of land, the type of rock, volume of water flowing in river, the length of flow, volume of sediments in the river, etc. are the factor on which the erosional, transportational and depositional work of the river depends. Children, I want to just tell you the meaning of sediments. Sediment is matter that settle to the bottom of a liquid. It can consist of rock minerals. Now we will be going to see erosion work of river. The, the riverbed and the river bank get eroded because of the fast flow of water. Sand particles, pebbles, and the various tributaries joining the main river all lead to the formation of gorges, V-shaped valleys, and waterfalls. So children, today we will be seeing by this diagram, you can understand that the sources of river. So here the first one is waterfall. Second one is tributary. Tributary means small rivers are coming and joining them. It is tributary. Then Oxbow Lake. What is Oxbow Lake? The Mender Loop cuts off from the river and form a cut-off lake, also called an Oxbow Lake. After that, what is there? Mender. As a river entered the plain, it twists and turns, forming large bends known as menders. After that, we will going to see what is floodplain. This lead to the formation of a flat fertile floodplain. After that, we will be going to see what is delta. The collection of all sediment from all the mouth form called delta. So here we have finished with this slide. Now we will be seeing transportational and depositional work of river. At the foothill, the change in the slope cause deposition of coarse sediments leading to formation of alluvial fan. Due to decreased speed, the sediment of river get deposited in its bed and on its banks. Thus landforms like flood leaves, floodplains and delta are formed because of sediments. Here the children, one word has come, that is alluvial fans. It means Triangle shape deposit on sand and even smaller particles became of a flowing of water. Now the next one is work of glaciers and landform. In region where the temperature are generally below freezing point, precipitation is in the form of snowfall. Layers of snow accumulate on the earth's surface because of snowfall. The heavy weight of these overlying layers makes the snow move along the slope. Here the meaning of accumulate is to collect a number or quantity of something over a period of time. The snow start melting because of the friction and the pressure from above. Glaciers start moving slowly along the slope. Now, children, just I want to tell you the meaning of glacier. Glacier means a mass of ice. Now we will be going to see erosion work by glaciers. Though its velocity is less, the mass of the ice is more, and hence the glaciers erodes its own bank and its bed on a large scale. The erosion work of glacier produce landform like cirque, arete, horn, U-shaped valley, hanging valley, and rocky mountainy. Children, by this diagram you can just see the name and understand where it is. Now, transportational and depositional work of glacier. Glacier carries sediment with it. The depositional work of glacier produce landforms like ground moraine, lateral moraine, drumline and eskers. Here there are four type of moraine. Okay, terminal moraine is also there. The meaning of moraine is stone that has been carried along by a mass of ice and left when melted. And the landform drumline means egg-shaped hills and esker means narrow, long and winding ridges. So you can see the diagram. There are different moraines are there, how it's come. Now work of wind and the landforms. The movement of air is called wind. The erosional, transportational and depositional work of wind is more prominent in desert and semi-arid region. Mechanical weathering occur on a large scale in such region. Powder, rock and sand particles are transported along the wind over long distance and deposit where the speed of the wind reduces. Now, erosional work of wind. Due to frictions, sand particles and small pebbles erode rocks coming in the way of wind. These lead to formation of mushroom rock, deflation, hollows and yardang, etc. Now children, here the meaning of erode is to destroy something slowly. Now depositional work of wind. The fine particles are carried over large distance by wind. The larger particles get transport to shorter distance only. These sand particles get deposited in desert, sand, semi-arid region, and these leads to formation of sand dunes, barchen, etc. Work of sea waves and the landforms. Sea waves carry out erosional, transportational and depositional work in the coastal areas. Winds and tides cause movements on sea water, and as a result, waves come to the coast because of their hitting the rocks at the coast are eroded. Erosional work of sea waves. When the waves break at the coast, they bring with them water, transported stones, pebbles, sand particles, etc. This leads to formation of landforms like wave cut, platforms, sea caves, sea arch, sea cliff, etc. By this diagram, student, you can find out where these names are there. Okay, you can see sea cliff, sea arch and shark. Now deposition work of sea waves. The eroded material in seabed keeps on moving towards the coast and away from the coast. This leads to formation of beaches, sandbars, lagoons, etc. Work of groundwater and the landforms. The rainwater seeps below the earth's surface through porous rocks on cracks in the rock. These water accumulates in the non-porous layer of the rock. This accumulate water is called groundwater. Erosional work of groundwater. The soluble mineral in the water gets dissolved and flow with the groundwater. These erosion work leads to formation of sinkholes and limestone caves. You can see the diagram, children. Transportational and depositional work of groundwater. When the groundwater evaporate or the volume of soluble minerals is more than the solubility of the groundwater, the deposition of dissolved materials starts. This lead to formation of landforms. By this we have finished with our lesson. I hope that you have understood. Now assignment. Complete the following table by classifying the landform according to their agent of erosion. In this you have to write the agent of erosion. River, wind, glacier, sea waves, groundwater. And the second question is identify the wrong pair. You have to identify the wrong pair. Thank you.